Hey there, so in this video I'm going to give you a quick rundown of your e-learning expectations for the day. If you go to your Canvas agenda on Sunday and then click on today's page for today, it's listed right here next to Thursday. It is a green day. If you click there, you'll see your learning targets up at the top of it. So we've already talked about proportional relationships in tables and graphs. So now we're going to learn what they look like in equations. First thing you're going to do for today's e-learning day is to do your class kick. So there are 3 questions in your class kick. On the right hand side we're doing part J, so make sure you do those 3 questions. I do want you to do them because they're just like your SWic that you're going to take today. When you're ready to check your answers from your class kick, just click here on this link and it will take you to the answer key. So go ahead and check your 3 answers once you have tried them. And then our homework from the previous class day was to do some IXL practice over proportional relationships in graphs. When you click on that link, it'll take you to this IXL practice. Your goal was to have a SMART score of 80 or higher. If you don't have that, please try a few more questions until you get that SMART score that you need. And then we're going to do our SWic. Once you're ready to take your SWic and you feel comfortable with proportional relationships in graphs, then we're going to take our SWic. Please open up your OneNote and open up your web. That way you're ready to go to record your score from your SWic. So your SWic looks like this. It's only 5 questions, but it is 10 points. Which means every question is 2 points, and the first 3 questions, or you're just looking at your graph and you're just telling me, is the graph proportional or not? So that's your first 3 questions. And then the next 2 questions, number 4 and number 5, I'm asking you what is the constant of proportionality, which remember that is just your slope. So if you look at your graphs, just count at, choose any of the points on the graph and just count out your slope, which is the rise. So you're doing rise over run. As always with these kind of graphs, double check what you're counting by on the y-axis for your rise and check what you're counting by on the x-axis for your run because it's not always counting by ones. So find your constant of proportionality in number 4 and for number 5. Remember when you give me your constant of proportionality, you don't have to label it. So if your constant of proportionality is like 10, just put 10. You don't have to put $10 per hour. You don't have to put any labels. Just put the number because a constant is just a number. Okay, so do your SWic. When you're all done with your SWic, please record your score right here on your data sheet. You already have the first 2 rows filled out from your previous SWic. So here's today's SWic. Today's the 3rd. You're doing lesson 8B, day 2, which is overall graphs, and you're going to have a score out of 10. Okay, once your SWic is done, you have a play posit to watch that will teach you today's lesson over 8C, proportional relationships in equations. So click on this link right here, and then it says follow along with your 8C notes that are in OneNote or with the paper copy that you received on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, during team time, during Green 4, if you wanted to grab a paper copy of the notes, I handed paper copies out. So you might already have a paper copy of the notes that go along with this play posit. If not, they're in your OneNote. So just go to OneNote, go to Unit 8, go to the notes section, and we're on 8C. And the notes just look like this. So either use your paper copy or just use the digital copy in OneNote. And please make sure that you are following along with these notes as you do your play posit. This will have a score, and that score will be in PowerSchool. So please make sure you take your time on your play posit. Follow along. If you get something wrong, you get 3 tries. So just try it again. If you're stuck on something, message me, and I can help you figure that out, and feel free to redo it if you don't like the score that you get on your play posit the first time around. So there's your lesson for today. You're learning about proportional relationships and equations. And then lastly, this is our last thing. Remember, in our web, we only had 3 sections, A, B, and C for Unit 8. So this is our last lesson we're learning in Unit 8. So then you have your study guide to do. And then we'll go over our study guide next time I see you. We'll have a review day, and then the following class period, we will do our test. So for you guys on Monday, this study guide is due, and then we're going to play a review game, and then on Wednesday, because Monday is not an 8-period day next week, Monday's a green day, and then on Wednesday is your next green day next week. You will take your test over Unit 8. Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions on what you need to do for your e-learning day today. And again, I also just linked the 3 main things that you're doing is your SWic, your play posit, and your study guide. All 3 of those are also linked on the agenda if you'd rather just get your links that way. Either way, let me know if you have any questions, and if you do SWic corrections, make sure that you message me so that I know that I need to go back and grade them. Okay. Enjoy your day. Let me know if you have any questions.